Namaskar, welcome to our channel Wisdom Coaching Center. As a series of lectures, we are continue to have plant kingdom and the topic is 3 different systems of classification. As we had discussion about different classification system in earlier lecture, now we are continuing with difference between these 3 major classification system. So difference between three major systems of classification. As this question can be asked for 3 marks, explain difference between 3 major systems of classification. So as a part of answer of that question is that these 3 systems of classification, one is artificial system of classification, second is natural system of classification, and third is phylogenetic system of classification. Now see, this artificial system of classification is so called artificial because although the efforts are made to classify the plants and animal in the earlier, as we had already discussed about 2 kingdom system by Carolus Linnaeus, and the oldest one Aristotle, one who classified plants and animals into 2 groups, anemia, inemia, and plants into herb, shrub and tree. As well as Carolus Linnaeus has classified all organisms into 2 groups, Plantae and Animalia. So that these 2 systems found very limited. Therefore, that artificial systems are defined as that the system which consider only 1 or 2 major character for classification. Since consider only 1 or 2 major characters for classification, it found to be insufficient. See, now Aristotle classified plants into herb, shrub and tree. Although that many herbs that they are not supposed to have common character but still placed under a common herb, or plants which has no common character still placed under shrub, and so on. About animals also, that he classified all animals into red blood and non-red blood, as anemia and inemia. So anemia means red blood and anemia means non-red blood. So those which were red blood, fish, amphibians, birds, reptiles, mammals, although they found to be with different characteristics but placed under common group. Unrelated species placed under common group. Related species kept under non-common group. So therefore it found to be artificial. And Carolus Linnaeus classified whole group of organisms into 2 groups, Plantae and Animalia. Here they have not given importance to the minor and many character. Therefore, all the plants which were not having common character still placed under common group. All the animals with very different character placed under common group. They have not given separate group. Therefore, found to be insufficient. As in plants, he considered number of anther only, character number of anther or stamen, number of stamens. So if it is present in one, if present one, then he called monandria. If two, then diandria. If three, then triandria, and so on. So although suppose that anther with three or plant with three stamen having different character but still placed under common group. So considering only number of stamen is not sufficient enough to have classification. Moreover, they have not considered anatomical, embryological, physiological or phylogenetic character, and therefore not found sufficient enough for the consideration of that classification system. So discarded or not used for the classification, but natural system of classification based on the system which based on the system which based on many and minor character, on many and minor characters. They consider morphological, anatomical, physiological, phytochemical, cytological character which are not considered by them. So demerit that they did not consider morphological, did not consider all morphological character and not considered at all about anatomical, physiological, embryological, cytological character and so on. But they did consider, or in this system, Bentham and Hooper considered all morphological, anatomical, physiological, embryological, cytological and phytochemical character So see, when they consider all character, that means it has to be a very good enough system to have the classification of plants into different groups like series, subseries, order, family, subfamily, genus and species. So they separated different plants or plants with the different character, different features and placed under different group and plants with similar features placed under common group. So see, this is the difference that they have separated, that different plants or organisms with different feature and placed in the different group. They did not, and that was the problem. Here, very important that they indirectly followed evolutionary character, evolutionary trend of classification, although they were not known about or they are not considered Darwin's theory of classification, trend of classification, and therefore found very accurate one. Now phylogenetic system is somewhat advanced one, among all these systems, where they also this system which based on evolutionary relationship among the organism. So those which has some common character features, they are supposed to have common ancestor that they thought of having same features indicate common ancestry and evolve from that common organism. That is the major difference, and that they found to be have system based on evolutionary relationship. Who has given artificial system? Aristotle, Carolus Linnaeus. And who has given this natural system? It is given by Bentham and Hooker. This system who has given? This is given by Engler and Prandtl, along with Dattajan and Dahlgren. They were the scientists to propose this phylogenetic system of classification. So here, these are the differential feature of this system of classification. Among these, this natural system given by Bentham and Hooker is widely utilized. Now, some of the new systems of classification are into highlight that they are cytotaxonomy, chemotaxonomy, systematics. Cytotaxonomy where cellular character, chromosome, number and size is considered to classify. Chemotaxonomy, presence of specific chemicals, for example, that allium cepa, garlic, they are suppose having special aroma. Citrus family, sweet lemon, and orange, they have a special aroma that can be classified under common group as a chemotaxonomy. Systematic is the study of involvement of computing, that number of characters by digits are considered for classification, and also use of computer that to feed the data about classifications of the plants and animals so as to have their input into the computer to obtain it in time. So systematic. So these are the system of classification that we have studied. As a difference between these three major system of classification can be asked in examination. Differentiate three major system of classification, or write two major differences between artificial, natural and phylogenetic system of classification. So I hope that you did understand, and you are in doubt, you can ask in comment section. I appeal you to join our channel Wisdom Coaching Center, get notified as and when new videos are uploaded. Thank you.